Testing, 1, 2, cameras on, mic check, all right, everything's working, everything is on, people are gathering. And with that, I'd like to welcome everybody once again to a happy hour comedy show here at King's Pizza, where this is open mic comedy. Open mic comedy is a celebration of free speech, y'all. Where we can come out here, we can say some things and speak our hearts. And our intention is to try to make you laugh, and we might make you think too. Come on in, get in where you fit in. If you want to order pizza, feel free to order pizza. If you want to stay and hear some jokes, we're welcome to stay and hear some jokes. And we got a bunch of comedians that's going to come out here. It's open mic comedy, free speech celebration, and speech is free, but the pizza costs money. We ask you to please help out King's Pizza by ordering some pizza. They're very delicious. And if you don't eat pizza, like you're on some type of carb diet or something, like some people, that's the thing now. Nobody want to eat bread, nobody want to eat rice. But what you can do is you can buy that for a homeless person. They have a homeless food program where you buy a meal for a homeless person. It's a gift certificate. And either a homeless person or a broke-ass comedian who's always going to come in here, I don't got no money. Like, on you, thank you very much. We appreciate you. My name is Paco Loco. I'm the producer of tonight's show. And I just want to introduce myself. I'm Puerto Rican from Philadelphia. Yes, I used to be famous. I used to be famous for doing radio gigs, MCing, DJing. Now I'm famous for an entirely different reason. Being an Uber driver. Like, oh yeah, I'm an Uber driver. Today you can't get a rental car. You can't get an Uber. Like, it's real hard. So being an Uber driver nowadays, people love the shit out you. Like, and I only drive at night. So now I just be walking down the street. Before he'd be like, hey, Paco, the comedian. Now it's like, my Uber driver. I'm like, what's up? I'll be saving people's lives. Because I drive at night. I like reduce drinking and driving by like 60% when I'm out in the street, saving them. I'm proud because I always wanted to be a superhero. I always wanted to dream of being Batman. And it's crazy because now, like, I really feel like I'm Batman. He an Uber driver too. Yeah. I mean, he be saving people. You just pick, but it's like, you do the job with saving people, and you make Bruce Wayne money. Like, that's a great part of it. It's kind of like, I don't know if y'all know Pokemon Go. It was this video game that came out a couple years ago where it's on your app, and you go find like different monsters on the street, and you collect them. Like Pokemon cards, but they're real monsters on the street. That's what Uber is at night. Like, it's just like that. You just be finding monsters on the street. Like, you just be driving up, and you be like, oh, there he goes. I'm looking for a drunkosaur. And then drunkosaur gets in the car, like, I'll take you home. It's either a drunkosaur or a Horosaurus Rex. In the middle of the night, that's all you're gonna see. Like, and like, hey, lady, come on in the car. It's crazy. I like to talk about current events. And I don't know if y'all know, there's a freedom of speech rally really going on right now, like right down the street right now. And I wanted to go to it, but I'm scared they're gonna try to storm the Capitol and shit. Like, I was just like, oh, because I'm actually work for the conservative news station. Like, I work for Fox. So it's crazy because it doesn't match. It doesn't match what I look like. But I got a job, like, and I got a bunch of jobs. I got my own business. Like, everything in life I did right. And it still turned out to be the worst decision ever. Like, damn. Like, they warn you about stuff growing up in the hood. They warn you about staying away from drugs, stay away from gang. They ain't ever say stay away from student loans. No, they ain't forgot to tell me that trick. That's horrible. I'm still paying for that. Like, I paid $100,000 for a $12 an hour job, yo. Oh. And that's my dream job, working in radio. Like, I love it, but you get to be famous with it. You don't make no money. It's crazy. It's crazy because in comedy, we're not supposed to talk about, or in real life, we're not supposed to talk about two things, right? We're not supposed to talk about religion. We're not supposed to talk about politics. But in comedy, we're going to talk about some comedy. We're going to talk about some politics and religion. Because I'm looking at it, I look at the whole scene, I'm just like, the whole presidential thing, like, we done traded one Trump for another Trump, for real. Like, have y'all heard Joe Biden speak? That was the worst thing about Trump. Like, oh, he can't talk. Have you seen Joe Biden talk? He's up there like Porky Pig. Like, yo, either they say he got a speech impediment and he stutters, okay, but it sounds a lot like my grandpa used to talk when he was drunk. You know what I mean? He's either he got a speech impediment or he drunk. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. They just covering up. Like, his presidential cabinet is filled full of liquor. You know what I mean? Like, damn. This, like, then the first thing he did was like, because they always get on Trump, like, Trump, he causes trouble. He talks a lot of tweets and stuff. Like, but the business side, we was doing okay. Everybody was making money before all this happened. Everybody. Now, first thing he's like, Biden, first thing I'm gonna do is turn over everything. Like, he stops the pipeline. They was building this big machine to bring oil so we don't run out of oil. And I don't know if you've been checking on the mainland, but people can't get gas now. Like, this is what we voted for.
That was a mistake.
Like it's just people just go with blind rage and just make stupid decisions. Like all the time, just like, he's like, maybe we should open up the borders. Now there's like 1,000 million, 100 trillion Mexicans that's trying to come in. Like for real, like I say little men. For real, I say little men. Like, because there's a whole lot of Americans that don't want to work because of unemployment. And they still got the stimuluses. So like, yo, we need to go ahead. They want the job. Let's put them on. Let's sign them up. That's what I'm saying. Like, you want to be an American? Here you go. I think we should make a trade. For real, like, let's take some Mexicans and trade some of our other people that we don't want over there. Like, let's make a trade. Like, all right, we'll take those guys. Because I know I'm Puerto Rican. Like, I'm not Mexican, so I'm illegally. Like, but I'm looking at them like, yo, I look at history. Like, how come the Mexicans want to come here? They want freedom. They want liberty. How come we don't invade Mexico? Think about it. No, for real. You watch the History Channel. That was a thing back in the day. We just invade everybody. They still invade here. Like, they want freedom. They want liberty. And well, we deliver. Yeah, we deliver. We are America. We deliver liberty and freedom. That's what the military is for. Like, we got like Uber Eats of liberty. Like, you don't gotta come to us. We'll come to you. Like, you know what I mean? Who gonna stop us? Think about it. Canada? What Canada gonna do? For real, like, you better shut the fuck up. Because our NBA already got y'all willing to be Americans, so we go ahead and just unite it. It's gonna be, y'all gonna be states too. Come on, like, have America, think about it in history, has America ever taken over a sovereign country? Has they ever taken over a sovereign country? I think we did. We get the Gulf of Mexico, you know what I mean? Call the Gulf of America or something. Yeah, that's the joke. That's the joke, don't they get offended.
You're gonna get canceled.
I like talking about, because you know what it is? I talk about religion too. Like, just because I believe in God, now they label me as a Republican. That's fucked up. Like, just because I believe in God, like, for real, now I'm a Republican, now they just label you, and that just opens up the doors of insults. They call me a racist, bigoted, misogynistic, but for real, like, I only read at a 3rd grade level, so, like, these insults, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Like, you coming over here with your Socrates philosophies or hypotheses, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. You know what I mean? I gotta look this stuff up. I gotta look it up. Like, what is a misogynist? What? Somebody like massages? I love massages. Like, I'll pay for a massage. Like, yeah, I thought it was. I love massages. Then I looked up bigamist. Like, what's a bigamist? I don't got no problem with big people. Big people, nice. They cuddly and funny and shit. Like, I got no problem with big people. It's crazy. Being a misogynist is crazy though, because I actually thought that every massage has a happy ending. I thought it was something that you grow up thinking, like, this is what happens. I went to a massage one time. Whoa. I saved up my money. I'm from the hood, so I don't really got money to spend like this. I'm gonna go. I was 19 years old. There was like these massage parlors right on Wildwood Beach on the East Coast of Jersey. So we go to the massage parlor. It's Asian massages, no offense. But I was like, I'm gonna go get me a happy ending. And I go into the place, and my little brother's there. He's just my little brother looking up to me. He's like, for real? Like, yeah, you gonna give him $60 to give him a massage? And then he was just like, oh, for real? So he's sitting there. I'm waiting for my massage person to come in. And a big ass guy comes out, yo, like, and he grabs me, he's like, you're next. And I'm just going, oh, fuck, like, My brother's back there just cracking the fuck up. Like, as soon as I come out, he like, get your dick sucked? Like, no, man, leave me alone. Stop talking to me, man. Come over here. I want to ostracize you, Joel. But I'm sure you guys trying to say the new thing is Asian hate. I love.
Go on.
I think it's about time we need to start hating on the Asian people. They coming over here with their delicious, healthy food choices and their nice service, humble people working hard, not bothering everybody. Like, no. Yeah, we need beautiful women. They're humble. Like, yeah, we gotta hate on them. We just hate. Because you know why? I'm Puerto Rican and I hate myself. Being Puerto Rican, like, I wish I wasn't Puerto Rican. Because that's a lot of standards. On a Puerto Rican scale from good looks from 1 to 10, I'm like a 6 as a Puerto Rican. I wish I was Micronesian though. As a Micronesian, I'm a 10. Like, like, I don't know if you know the Micronesians. This is a whole new group of people here. And they look like me, but a little bit uglier. Like, I wish I was Micronesian. They're letting us wear our take off our masks now in public. There's a new CDC thing. Since when we start listening to the CDC again, like, that's another thing that's messing me up. Like, a pack of cigarettes say, CDC warning, this product will kill you. They sell cigarettes everywhere. Like, all of a sudden, the CDC said, yo, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. And take all our freedoms and all our rights that we thought was inalienable. I mean, I'm 3rd grade. But the more the government says take off our mask, I'm putting on my mask. That's another thing. Like, yeah, like when the government says coast clear, that's when you should worry. Like, that's the government they don't know shit. Like, they just be thinking they gods, and then it turns out to be all crazy. Like, damn. So I'm wearing my mask for 2 reasons. Another reason, I'm very handsome in my mask. I don't know if you realize, I got beautiful eyes. When I wear my mask, they just be like, oh my God, he's gorgeous. He looks like Jason Momoa. Like, oh, wow. Like, so I love the mask. And then I take it off and fuck it up. They be like, oh. Then I gotta make it up for being funny. That's crazy. I'd like for everybody to come together as a race of people. We need to come together as a people. And for all this black and white and Asian and Middle Eastern, let's stop this. You know how we stop this? Interracial sex. Yes, go find somebody from another race and go have sex with them. Because if they mix together, you know what they come out looking like? Me. My name is Paco Loco. I'm going to introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, and crowd over on Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, she came out and she got to ready fight for her name. That there's some other girl around here trying to beat you. And you the original one, you let them know. So ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to introduce to you Morgan. Is it Gallo or Gallo?
Oh, Gallo.
Gallo!
The other bitch is Gallo, I think. That's okay. I'm way older than her, so I got the name first. It's mine. We'll have it out with what did they say, a Josh fight? I don't know who the fuck Josh is, but he must be messed up. So, yeah, my name's Morgan. You can call me Mo if we get to know each other, but we're probably not. Just gonna tell you right now. Because I am unassuming. Do you know what that means? I didn't really get it either. Somebody came up to me and said, you're so unassuming, I really didn't expect that out of you. I'm like, thank you? Like, what does that mean? Does it look like I go to church a lot? Does it look like I only do missionary? Does it look like I'm the 90s version of Martha Stewart? I mean, let's think about this one. Martha Stewart, she also went off the deep end, right? She traded her apron for a jumpsuit. And she used to bake apple pies with Julia Roberts. Now she makes brownies with fucking Snoop Dogg. I am that unassuming, bitches. So even though I wear this nice outfit, my legs are not shaved, I wear Converse, I fuck like a beast, and I smoke weed all the time. That's unassuming, right? You wouldn't think that. Would you bring me home to your mama?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I don't know. You can shave your legs.
Oh.
Ouch.
How do you like my pussy, though? Does that have to be shaved, too?
Ow!
You like that shape too?
Raw.
Well,
Yeah? Or you like it raw? See, that's what I'm talking about. You like it raw. It's unassuming. You're not going to know what that happens down there, right? Is it good for you?
good point.
Good for you. You stay warmer like this.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true. I live in Hawaii. I gotta stay warm. You didn't shave yours? Well, guess what? I like it shaved.
Oh,
So we're not gonna work out, buddy. Not gonna work out. So the other thing about me is I used to be 200 pounds. Right? Also unassuming. But thanks to MS and a boob job. Oh, he went, oh. They're too small.
no, I'm not looking at
You're
I'm
looking.
not looking at
You're still looking.
No, I'm
You
not.
can't see my legs. I know you're looking at my tits.
No.
It's alright. You can look. I am now a carpenter's dream. A flat 2x4. That's okay. They still work. They still can fit in your mouth, in your hand, encompass your dick. Unless, how's your dick? Is it small?
It's,
We're good if it's small. We're good.
it-
No.
It's okay.
It's okay. At least you're honest. I love honesty. That's what I'm talking about. And to be honest with you, be completely honest with you, when I was diagnosed with MS, I was freaking out. The only thing I knew about MS was that Richard Pryor had it. And I was like, fuck, I'm going to be a coke addict. I'm going to walk around fucked up all the time and nobody's going to let me play with fire anymore. Oh my God. I didn't realize like MS is such a bitch of a disease, right? But I have an excuse. I can walk around all the time looking like I'm drunk. I don't have to be though, but I can blame it on being, I have MS. What do you mean? I drink all the time and I self-medicate. I have a 329 guard. These are the positives of MS.
Absolutely.
Right? My husband though, this is my husband, and he tells me, listen, when it's really in a flare, you cannot use a knife. Like when I'm cutting anything, can't use a knife. But when it's time for Jason to come out and play, it's totally okay because it's like, find the hole, Jason. Just find the fucking hole. Find the goddamn hole already. Jason, put Jason away, Tim. My husband's name is Tim. Jason is his dick. That's his dick right there. That's Jason. That little thing right there. It's not little right now. It's probably little. That's okay. But listen, when I lived in Korea, I learned a lot. There's a lot of things about Korea that I absolutely love. There's a lot of intricacies to Korea, to living in Korea. The first one is, Big Brother is constantly watching your ass. You can't fart, shit, smoke, look at anybody without somebody constantly on you. Right? It's Big Brother's everywhere. They have them in the cabs. They have them in the bathrooms. Can't have them in the stalls, but you can have them washing your hands, right? The other thing is I was fat there. Everywhere I went into a place, they were like, oh, no largie. We no largie size here. No largie. We can't have largie. I'm like, damn, am I that fat? Compared to a Korean, I was like a fucking elephant compared to these tiny little bitches with no titties. I fit in now. But here's the thing, when I would go get condoms, it was like, oh, no largie here. No largie either. We don't have no largie here. It's like, oh, wait. There is no largie anywhere in this country. I don't fit. And I'm white. And I never realized what it was like to be white until I went and lived in Korea. Everybody was looking at me. The men were looking at me because I had tits the size of a fucking watermelon then. They love those. Because remember, everybody walking around, they're 2x4 tubes, right? Fit right in. And I was a migook. It was good migook. But the thing I love the most, I will shit in Korea any day of the week. Their toilets, they're like Rolls Royces. They will warm your tush. They will blow you dry. They will suck your dick if you really need it. But I liked it when they actually cooked my food. The toilets are perfect for the lifestyle you need to lead, right? They know how to treat your ass. They know how to treat your coochie. They know. This is how they run. Their countries are impeccably run with technology out the ass. But when I lived in Italy, and my family is from Italy. We were Italian, okay? I thought I'm going back to the homeland. Everything is gonna make sense here. And it did. You can drink all day long, and it's acceptable. And you can then drive drunk as fuck as you want. It's acceptable. You can even hit a car. Totally okay. You're not going to get a ticket. But don't you hit somebody on a bike, you're going to jail. And don't you do it sober, you're definitely going to jail. The Italians, it's okay. And when I was pregnant, I went into the hospital. I had a problem with my pregnancy. And I had a couple glasses of wine, and they said to me, oh, they go through the list. Do you drink? What do you consider drinking? Well, you know, do you drink? I'm like, I have a glass of wine here or there. They're like, that's not drinking. Drinking is like whiskey. It's vodka. I'm like, fuck yeah, I drink. I'm finally sober where I can drink no matter what. The Italians are like, everybody drink. And the rules there, they're just suggestions. You don't need to actually follow rules in Italy. No. The road signs, they're just a suggestion. So when you drive, as long as you don't hit somebody while you're drunk, you can hit them sober. Don't hit them while you're drunk. Totally okay, right? So I love living in Italy because there were no rules. The rules were as you made them. But what else can I tell you? Because it's like this tiny ass crowd and they've heard half my shit. Oh yeah, so Italian, also being Italian. My Italian family, we came over, they came over before it was cool to come over the border like you're sneaking in. We actually came over legit, right, through Ellis Island. There were things that kind of didn't make sense. When I would go visit my grandma, we had these couches. And on these couches, there was this 2-inch thick plastic. It's not the plastic that came on the couches. This was special made shit you had to get. We had to go to the, I don't even, upholsterer. And it was, hey, I need this really thick couch plastic. And it went on that couch and it didn't leave, ever. So when you sat on there, don't do it in the summer, you had to peel your ass off of the couch. But my dad used to tell me it was great when he would entertain ladies, right? It wipes right off, right? You can just wipe it right off. It's not gonna stay. Grandma will never know. Keep that shit clean. I mean, jizz stains, they stay on those couches. Have you ever had a couch with a jizz stain? We had a blue couch, there were jizz stains all over that thing. It was nasty as fuck. And no matter how you scrub that thing, it was going, I'm like, God, Grandma is onto something. I gotta get that 2-inch plastic on that shit. It needs to go right back on there. And then, it doesn't matter if the kids spilled or milk, or my husband's on the couch because he fucked up that night, and he has to go jerk one out because I'm not gonna do it. No worries, I'm never gonna know. He'll just sit on the couch,
Wipe it
and
off.
wipe it right off, and I won't be too upset. So my Italian family was like so grandma. Another thing my grandma did, which I thought was really weird, the woman thought everybody was out to get her, out to rob her of everything. She had this uncanny ability to lock everything up with a chain. My uncle, hey, how you doing? Is that for us? Is that for us? That's wine in a box. That shit went out like in 1990. That guy was drinking wine out of a box. That's also something some American Italians used to do. We're gonna do that. So my grandma, she would chain everything up. My uncle used to smoke. And my grandma would think, oh, it's such a good idea. You go outside to smoke, right? I'm going to take a Folgers can. We're going to drink all the coffee. We're going to chain the Folgers can up to the railing. Fuck, Grandma. Somebody's going to come steal a Folgers can. Do you really think that these are the priorities we need to have? She's like, I fucking do the garbage cans too.
I got it.
She'll take an empty garbage can and she'll chain the lid. So you could steal the garbage can, but you're going to leave the lid. My grandma had 10 lids and not one garbage can in the back. And she would say, the Jews did it. I'm like, Grandma, the Jews didn't steal your shit. No, you didn't. The Italians stole your shit. The Italians stole your stuff. We just need to love our people, Grandma, but you're not going to keep your trash can. You're not going to keep your Folgers can. She'll even chain a bench, right? And when we would go walk to ice cream, I would have to kind of decipher which way I was going to go, right? Can I go that way? I didn't want to go that way because if we went that way, we'd go by the church. And if we went by the church, we had to go in the church. No, it's time for confession. I'm like, Grandma, I'm 10. Time for confession. No, Grandma, I don't want to. There's always something to confess. We're going into the church. So we go into the church, we do holy water. Oh, motherfucker, Son, Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ, God. Confession. I'm like, God, I got to make some shit up. All right, confession. All right, here we go. Confession. All right, bless me, Father, for I have sinned. I hid my peas in my milk because I didn't want to have it. I said shit 4 times. And I masturbated to MacGyver.
Oh no.
Oh, you know who MacGyver is?
I
No?
know.
Yeah! I was 10! What was I supposed to say? What was I going to say? I cheated on my husband with a woman. I took the Folgers coffee can off the porch down the street, and I got caught selling Coke. I mean, none of that was happening. Now, my cousin, though, one day, it was the America's Most Wanted, and my dad's like, Morgan! Hey, Toots, come over here. Come over here. We're famous. The family is famous. What? He's like, that's your cousin Tommy. What the fuck's Tommy doing on America's Most Wanted? Oh, he's getting arrested for running Coke. Oh, that's so cool. He needs to go to confession. Bro, he needs to go to confession. Get that ass to confession, quick. So anyway, yeah. With that said, are you John?
Yeah, I'm John.
John, that you like not hairy legs but hairy pussy?
No, not
No?
necessarily.
No? Now we're changing.
I like smoothness.
Smooth pussy.
No, well,
Oh.
hold on.
Hold on.
I gotta think about it.
What's
Oh
wrong?
no.
John, do you name your dick?
No, I don't.
You don't.
I don't.
Does anyone in your name their penis?
Hercules.
Hercules! You have so much to live up to, Paco.
Yeah, I go.
Do you?
Hercules.
Okay. So 73% of men name their penises. So some other of you name your dicks, right? Do you name your dick? You name your dick? You name your dick? Oh, come on. This guy doesn't want to admit he names his dick. You name it. What do you name it?
2-inch Punisher.
Two-way Punisher?
2-inch Punisher.
2-inch Punisher.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to go to Korea. You know they do a lot of plastic surgery there. They do. Alright, so anyway. What? Listen, that's what I'm trying to find out. Do the women name their pussies?
I have no idea, man.
Okay, but if you had to name mine, what would you name it? Do you need to see it? Do you need to see it? No? What would you name it? Huh? Oh, you're a comedian. What is it? You're like clamming up. Am I making you uncomfortable? No? I feel like I'm making you uncomfortable.
Have you seen one? They found me uncomfortable.
Oh
Why? I got another 3 over here.
Look
Yeah,
at
it is.
Listen,
Oh,
you
you're
know
good.
you've hit it big time when you can do 3 things with your dad,
You know what?
right? So you can do 3 things.
They smiles on your face.
What? Listen to this. Listen. So there's 3 things I can do with my father that probably you can't do with yours.
Okay.
Okay? We're not going nasty here. We're not going nasty.
Please don't.
We share hairspray.
I did.
We share earrings, and we share a joint. Quite
With her
frequently.
dad. With her dad.
So, baby, if you wanted to name my puss, he is not going to do anything but think that, hey, it's okay. He's like, I'm not going to name it. You can name it for her. You still can't name my puss. You think on that. I'm going to come back to you because I do want a name for her. She's not been named.
Lilith.
Lilith! As in,
That's Miss No Puss Puss.
huh?
Miss No Puss Puss.
Miss No Puss Puss? Does that mean I don't ever get laid?
No, that's up to you.
Miss No Puss Puss? So don't come to Miss No Puss Puss?
Some people want to come, maybe. I know
She doesn't bite. She doesn't bite. No puss puss.
I'll just come and see. I've gone around with this girl.
Okay. All right. So who do we have up first, Paco?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you did. You went deep, buddy.
Oh, I did.
But it doesn't take much for 2 inches, so we're good. All right. So is that Joel?
Yes.
Joel. Oh, Joel.
All right.
You're not Korean, so we're good, right?
My cookie though.
Yeah, no.
You can tell I'm not Korean.
Yeah, no, I can tell you're not Korean. I lived in Korea, remember? And I also kind of see there. You need to. Yeah,
Where's
you're
Mama
good.
for this?
Look, now he's blushing. He's like, oh my God, Nicole. It's 3 inches, not 2. Oh, he's got you beat by 1.
At least I'll put a bar.
All right, Joel. So what do you have for us today? I remember you once or twice,
Okay.
so I'm hoping you're gonna make me laugh yet again,
Okay.
and you're gonna
Sure.
name my puss.
Nah, no.
Oh, come on, you guys. What is this?
Okay.
All right, Joel, take it away.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was about to give the host the light. Holy shit. I don't know. How about the Bushmaster 500? Something like that. I was talking about like Paco, the Asian. Here's the thing, Paco, you should be glad as hell there are Asian people in Hawaii. Without Asian people in Hawaii, Hawaii would be Puerto Rico. We'd be Puerto Rico South. That's how much people give a shit about Hawaii without Asians. They're like, oh what? A hurricane wiped out half your country. Here's some toilet paper rolls. Wipe that up real quick. It's bounty. You guys are Italian? You're Italian. Like, this is what's funny to me. Like, so like with all the like, everybody's like super sensitive about race now, right? Italians totally missed the boat on that.
Truly.
Hardcore, like right now, if somebody came up here and I was like, I'm gonna do a Chinese impression, ching chong cha, ching 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 chong cha, you'd be like, hey, that's not cool. But if somebody comes up here and is like, it's me, Mario, hi, I eat the mushrooms, like, fucking Italians, oh man, every time. You can't be an Italian man in a nice suit without the Godfather theme playing in the background. Either, you guys should speak up for yourself. Anyway, I don't even know what I was going to do tonight. Paco was talking about Joe Biden. Actually, let's go. Like, this is the only, I try to talk about Joe Biden in other places and people aren't having it. And I feel like the only way to come together as a country is to, I say this thing that I voted for the guy, is just to come together and just rip that guy a new asshole. Right? That's how we come together. That's how you know you've won too, like, liberal people. And I say this as a liberal, at least by 90s standards, I'm a liberal, right? Like, they get mad about it. It's like, you won. If we're making fun of the guy, that means you won, right? That is so freaking. Here's the thing, we have so many old people in politics now. We need somebody that's at least like 50 years younger now, like you, man. Like something like that. Joe Biden, like, that guy is so old. He was like, he was born when Betty White was in her 30s. That's how fucking old that guy is. Ridiculous.
For real?
Yeah. I think actually that's true, by the way.
Okay.
It is true. Guy sold he was listening to Rage Against the Machine back when the machine was a cotton gin. That's how old Joe Biden is. Yeah, that was an actual joke there. I think what I was gonna do tonight, because like I'm gonna like try to pull out all the old jokes and jokes I've never done. It's gonna be really bad. I'll do other stuff first, so it's not so bad. I'll tell the story that happened. So I do drive for Uber, and this comes back to things in Hawaii politics. Like, there was recently a study that said Hawaii is the worst place to be a police officer, and I think that's BS. There's no way Hawaii is the worst place to be a police officer. If you actually like to work, then it's a bad place. But like the cops, they don't do anything. They don't do anything, right? So this happened the other day while I was driving to the traffic jam right over there, right going off Kapahulu, right? And there's another cop car pulls up real quick, and I hear one of them on the loudspeaker, and I see a guy in the middle of the intersection. He's like this, like that. I'm like, oh no, what happened? Is this another police violence? Did another person of color get shot unnecessarily? And as I'm pulling up closer, I see that the guy's like this because he's taking an enormous shit right in the middle of the intersection. And there are 3 cop cars there because nobody wants to actually do something about Mr. Dookie Hands. So they got a guy loudspeaker, like, come out, sir. And I'm like, this guy just they have a hostage negotiator now. He's held the intersection hostage with his own Dookie.
Oh my god.
How hard can it be to be like, just like, fucking rookie, get out there, do your job. Do something. How hard could it be? Shit. Like, the cops actually passed a law here where it's legal for them to get free blowjobs from prostitutes. Oh, what a terrible job you have.
Hey!
They passed a law.
No!
Yes.
No!
Right? Man. Okay, so let me think. Old jokes. So, where's our host? Does she live at home, by the way, right now, or not?
Is she what?
Does she live at home? Is that why you're
No, we're
the
staying
parents?
at her home.
Oh, you're staying at her home. Okay.
I don't look like I can own a house.
You're a comedian. I mean,
You're
I have a sugar
unassuming.
daddy.
yeah. Oh,
Sugar
okay.
daddy.
I'm
Okay.
assuming.
Unassuming.
I had to live at home for a little bit. Like when I came back, it's not fun. Like you learn things living at home. Like like things you wouldn't get growing up normally. Like seeing your father discover online porn for the first time. Oh, what a moment!
I know, can you imagine?
What a beautiful. I don't have to imagine it because it happened.
To you. Oh my God.
Yeah, I came in one night.
No.
And I turned the lights on, and of course he doesn't know what he's doing, so he's like in the living room, on the family computer, with the lights on. And he's like, ah! The lights! He's like a freaking Smeagol, right? Like, the light, we hate it! Turn off the light! And I'm like, okay. And meanwhile he's trying to like click pop-off screens, but every screen leads to 10 more screens. Oh man, and like I remember I just walked to my bedroom and I'm like, well, that's something I'm gonna have to bury forever. But like thinking back, it could have been because like I'm not super close. It could have been like a real bonding moment. I could be like, hey Dad,
It was.
come here, pal. Let me tell you about getting an iPad and a subscription to a porn service. All right, headphones. They make wireless headphones now. You should do that, pal. And you're like, thanks, son. That really helps. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. That's amazing. What up? We got more people here. Who here is vaccinated? That was good. Good to know. All right, that's good. Like, there's only about 95% of the people I know are vaccinated now, but like everybody knows the one guy. Right? You got the one guy from Puerto Rico. Everybody knows the one guy that doesn't believe in vaccination. This is the thing I always hear. It's like, oh, like you know, a sheep. You've all got this is how the zombie apocalypse started. You all got the vaccination. It's going to turn everybody into a zombie apocalypse. I'm like, that's ridiculous. There's no way that could happen because first off, those zombies will also come out super autistic. So there's no way. You ever seen an autistic zombie? They just want to sit in the corner and play with blocks. It's fine. It'll be all right. What else? Let's do this old joke. So I'm gonna say something now that's not gonna make a lot of sense, but then when I explain it, it's gonna make more sense. I actually have a fair amount of body hair. Yeah, I know. Okay, fine. Yeah, you don't believe it. Fine.
Prove it.
But I do, and it's because all of what nature sought to do was concentrate all the hair I might have had directly on my nipples. Directly on my nipples. I know other guys, like I'm sure you have nipple hair too, so it looks like Christmas every time you take it. But like, mine is Asian hair. It's straight, so it dangles down. Like two little Fu Manchu mustaches. Just swaying in the wind. I know, right?
Rate it.
Like one day it's gonna turn white, and I just want to like take my shirt off in Chinatown, like just like an old wise Chinese. What do you call them, like sensei? Yeah, like sensei. Or like Pai Mei. Remember Kill Bill 2, like that guy. Because we need young people to be afraid of old Asian people again. Let's be honest. We need them to believe that old Asian people know kung fu and can make your heart stop or your penis stop working forever or something like that. Stop Asian hate. I don't know how you all feel about it. I'm just happy. It's horrible that old people are getting pushed down and stuff, but I'm just, as an Asian person, the only Asian person, I'm just happy that people are finally paying attention to us. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna ride it for all it's worth. I'm just gonna milk this phenomenon. The next time any white person brushes up against me slightly, I'm just gonna flop like LeBron James. I'm like, ah! Oh, hate crime! Where's the whistle? Free throw! Oh, man. Not cool. Who paid the refs? Okay, what other old jokes do I have? Well, I was talking about living at home. One cool thing about living at home, though, is like I got to see my mom, living with my mom again. So great. She's like this really, sweet Asian mother. Like every time I come home, she just tries so hard to catch me masturbating. She tries so hard. I don't know why. I don't know why. So many no knocks into my bedroom. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna let her catch me already. I just want to be standing there. I was like, all right, what now, Mom? Tired of this cat and mouse game we've been playing all these years. What happens now? Yes, I masturbate. It doesn't feel like Christmas until you masturbate in the room you grew up in, okay? That's all I'm saying. I feel sorry for the guy that's renting it, but should have thought of that before he went there. COVID was a tough time. I tried to catch up on reading. Anybody try to catch up on reading during quarantine? Nobody?
What do you mean reading?
Books? Holy shit, no wonder! No wonder this country is like, what is reading?
Tim, did you read? Ask him,
Holy
he's always
crap.
reading.
Yeah?
Are you reading? Tim, okay, one.
Oh
That's
yeah, I
good.
read too.
You do too?
You do
Once a
too?
week.
Once a week.
The big book.
Which one, the Bible? You read the Bible?
Big book of AA.
Okay.
Oh.
I've been thinking about joining AA, actually. I'm not an alcoholic, but like it's the only reasonable excuse to turn down a beer anymore. You ever notice that? Like, it's only cool to turn down a beer if it's almost destroyed your life. In any other situation, it's rude. I was talking about reading. I started reading the Bible. I picked up the Bible during COVID. It was the only book in the motel room I was doing my drugs in. But not a page turner, that one. Not a page turner, the Bible. Totally different reading experience from Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. It's the last book I read in its entirety. Same amount of magic, but not as fun magic. You know what I mean? Not as fun magic. This is actually why, like professional magicians like David Blaine and Chris Angel, if we ever invent time machines, we have to murder all the professional magicians. We just have to. We can't allow them to even go back 50 years in the past.
Right.
We can't allow that. Do you want to worship Chris Angel as your god? Right? I've seen that. I can't figure out how he does stuff. What is the magic? What are the miracles in the Bible? I had a little bit of fish, and now I have more fish. Oh my God! This must be the Lord himself. He somehow got more fish. Amazing. But it could have been told in less words, the Bible. You know what I mean? Like even Genesis. Like they could have shortened up the whole story. You know, like with Adam, he's in the middle of the Garden of Eden and everything. And like, oh my God, everything's amazing. Like I have everything I could ever want. I'm totally content. I have everything I could ever eat. But God, I got to I'm getting a little bit lonely here. And God was like, I got you, Adam. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take a rib out of your chest. I'm gonna make a woman out of it. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. Here you go, God. Wait a second. Hold on. Ever since taking that rib out, I've gained a whole new range of motion between here and here. If I could just bend a little bit. Oh my God, I can reach it! Oh my God! Oh Lord, you are so mighty and wise. But Adam, I'm making a woman. I'm good. Perfect right how I am, God. And so Adam lived happily ever after in the Garden of Eden. End of Bible. Nothing else necessary. No other stories needed. No, thinking about that joke too. Here's the thing also. If Adam was so lonely, why didn't he just have sex with all the animals in the Garden of Eden? It wasn't even wrong yet. You know what I mean? He's the only human. Nowhere in the Bible did it say Adam could not have sex with the animals as he was naming them. Nowhere does it say that.
Good point.
They're like, oh, you with the shiny pink skin and the delicious, the curly tail. I will name you Delicious Fuck Beast. You are. Oh, you with the golden mane and the teeth and the claws. You'll be named Horrible Dick Shredder. That's to be your name forever. Did you give me the line? I'm sorry. Okay. All right, that's enough jokes for me. I'm Joel Goff. Thank you very much.
All right, give it up for the Chinese man with hairy nipples. Joel, thank you. So what's really funny too is my dad used to talk about this reason he got thrown out of Catholic school, basically. And it has to do with the Bible. This guy's looking at me. Do I look unassuming to you? Yes. Let me guess.
You want to know what that
Do I
is?
look, what is unassuming to you? Like, how do I look? Like, what would you tell your mama about me? Pure.
Looks like she hasn't talked yet.
Like Mother Teresa. Are you trying to get laid?
It might work.
Obviously. Yes. Okay, then I have a better question. How big is your dick? No, the correct answer is doesn't matter, it's how I use it. That's the correct answer. I'm trying to help you here if you're trying to get laid. I can be your mother. You're not supposed to like agree with me. What the fuck is wrong with you? I can get you like my son in a minute. Although you might like that. Do you like that? No, we don't do that Oedipus thing. Come on, man. Or that's Cain and Abel shit. That's what that is. It's true. Are you religious? Do you know the story of Cain and Abel?
Yes.
Can you explain?
The other.
What?
One slayed the other.
One slayed the other. How did he get everybody else though? Can you explain to me that?
Brothers and sisters.
So you're telling me in the Bible we were able to fuck our brothers and sisters. Man, they are the smartest goddamn oldest rednecks I've ever met in my life. Isn't that pretty good? That is good. Do you want to fuck your sister? Oh, but you want to fuck me. And I could be your mother. Is that the same shit? Is it?
Oh shit.
Well, that just went wrong. That just went so wrong. Do you name your dick? Do you? Damn it! Why is it? Do you? No. I think you guys are just too chicken shit to admit it.
No.
All right.
Why do I name it? I don't know. How many
Because
guys
you're more
have you
fun to
met?
play with that way, honey.
Oh. Do I name it a boy or a girl?
Well, here's the thing. You let us name it.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
let us
but I mean,
name
are
it.
you
You know
I
why?
haven't had enough women to name it.
That's right. How old are you? You're probably like 10. What are you even doing in here? How old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
20.
Oh,
You can't even drink yet.
Yay.
Damn, you really could be my kid.
In October.
Fuck me.
You're
How old
supposed
are
to
you?
say
Are you
no, don't fuck
22?
me. No, don't fuck
Exactly.
me.
20 or 28?
2-0.
Oh, you
Damn
can be.
it.
Could he be
And
28?
you? Oh,
60.
God, I feel so
you
fucking
feel very
old.
young?
But my tits are new. Is that good? You like that, don't you? No, they're too small. How big are your mama's tits?
Let me get the.
Oh my
All
god.
right. Next up, we have the very unassuming John. Isn't that your name, John? Yeah. So we have the unassuming John who can tell me that he wants to introduce me to his mama only if I shave my legs. John, please come up. And wow.
Yes, John.
It's not you.
No, guys, that's what they all say. It's not you, it's me, of course.
Wow, you
Can you hear me? Oh. 20 years old, gee, wow, you know how to pick them.
They're
Ah.
legal. They're legal.
A lot of new people I don't know
Not in my
here, so
range. 21 and up.
I'm gonna start off with a kind of old joke that I've been doing. Do you guys like Cocoa Puffs? You guys like Cocoa Puffs? I like to eat Cocoa Puffs with white milk, and I like it. I like it when the milk turns brown. You know, I like to see something black overpower something white. You know, and you guys, but I'm kind of a masochist, you could say. You guys into S&M? You know what that is? She doesn't know what that is. Oh, do you know what that is? S&M? Oh.
Unassuming.
Unassuming.
Right.
Well, here's the thing. Picture this. My ideal S&M fantasy
Okay.
would be me bent over
Oh my god.
and a black girl whipping my ass while I'm eating Cocoa Puffs. Wouldn't you like to see that? I have a mental illness. You couldn't tell. I have a mental illness. Here's the thing: I've been telling my best friends that I have it, and you know how it's kind of like, you know how gay people come out of the closet. I kind of feel like I'm coming out of the straitjacket. You know? And I'm no magician, so don't get it twisted. Yeah, I do have a mental illness, which means that during these past COVID times, you know, even before the coronavirus, people would already stand 6 feet away from me. You know, but they wouldn't call it social distancing. They'd say, "Get the hell away from me." And instead of stop the spread, it was control the crazy. And instead of we're all gonna get through this together, it was more like go fuck yourself. I kind of missed the go fuck yourself phrase. I gotta be honest. I don't know, but I do have a mental illness, and I was at you guys ever been to a psych hospital? Yeah, it's true. The first time I went, I was 20 years old. I'm not lying. I was 20 years old and I went. I was at a psych hospital, and the doctor came up to me and said, "You're clinically insane." I was like, "Really?" But then he said, "Psych." Gotcha. You shouldn't do that to someone. Then another psychiatrist came up to me and said, "You're homosexual." I was like, "Really?" Then he said, "Queen." A psychiatrist called me a queen. Then he said I was going to hell, which of course would make me a flaming queen. You like that joke?
I did.
Okay. Are you Catholic, bro? Are you really Catholic?
I started that way.
I'm sorry, the way I'm Catholic. I was talking to, you know about Catholic guilt?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I was talking to my friend, and he was talking about Mormon guilt. It's not the same. Catholic guilt is like Mormon guilt on steroids. You know? Mormon guilt is like wiffle ball. Catholic guilt is the big leagues, baby. Don't mess with that. Let's see, what else can I say? You go to church often? I'm just gonna stare at you. Give me my space. You go to church often?
I do not.
That sucks. I was at church and I saw a woman breastfeeding her child. Of all the places to pull your boob out, right? I mean, I was mad, so I stood up. I took the necklace my girlfriend was wearing around her neck. I went over to Miss Meadow Gold and I put my girlfriend's necklace around her neck. She said, "What are you doing?" I was like, "If you want to treat God's house like it's Mardi Gras, here are some beads. Take these beads, you unholy child." I'm joking. Hi, Ian. He gives me the willies. No, I'm joking. I'm just kidding. Anyways. Any tall people here? No? I'll move on from that then. Let's see. I like to tell jokes. I once saw someone putting a dead person through a metal detector. That's called paranoia. Then I saw someone putting a newborn baby through the metal detector. That's called acute paranoia. The babies are cute, right? Yeah. Okay. It wasn't that good? Was it good? You didn't like it?
I liked it, John.
You liked it? See, he didn't like it. He's a comedian. He knows what he's... Jeez.
We're older though, a lot.
You like old jokes, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like Johnny
And
Carson?
then you know what you're in for.
JC? Oh, okay. I have a joke.
No pressure.
No pressure? Oh wait, how much time do I have?
You're good.
Yeah, okay. Well, I have Catholic jokes, and I do go to confession.
Okay.
Um,
Fashion.
confession is a biggie. I don't want to tell that one, so I'm gonna move on. I'm a white male adult Catholic American, and I have no idea of the politically correct order to say that in. You know, if I start off with white, I'm a racist. If I start off with male, I'm a sexist. If I start off with adult, I support ageism. This guy, I said this to this guy once and he booed me. And I was like, which one of those things are you booing? And he said, all of the above. Which means that guy must love the exact opposite of all those things. Yeah, that guy's ideal human being is a black atheistic female kid from North Korea. Personally, I'd love to meet a black atheistic female kid from North Korea. Maybe you could play frisbee, you know, have some fun. Keep it light. That was the best line of the night. That was well done.
Think about it.
You guys like Marcus Mariota, the quarterback? He hasn't had the greatest time, had he? I mean, but you gotta give him some credit. He's killing it with the commercials, right? I mean, I did insurance. Wow, talk about a dream come true. First Hawaiian Bank. Talk about exceeding expectations. Yeah. But here's the thing, he's a good actor. Like, you guys know those Aaron Rodgers State Farm commercials? You know, how is it that in only 5 years, Marcus Mariota is able to outact Aaron Rodgers? Holy shit. What a talent. Right? Okay. I'll say an old joke, because you guys are kind of old now. Doctors don't retire, they just choose to stop helping people. Jasmine knows that joke.
I love that joke.
That's an old one. No, but you guys, I think Santa Claus's hat looks like a deflated tit. Okay. How much time do I have?
6 minutes.
Jeez. Holy shit. Oh, jeez, I gotta look at my notes.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Oh,
Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs.
Yes. You wanna know where I'm from?
I don't know where you're
I was born in Baltimore, but I moved here. Baltimore, but I moved here. What? Baltimore. No, I call it Baltimore. It's, you know.
Okay, so when did you get here?
I moved here when I was only like 2 years old,
Okay.
so I grew up here.
Here? Like
Here in Hawaii, yeah. In Hawaii, yeah, I'm kind of a local. I don't look local. Mahalo, yeah, mahalo. Mahalo. That's the white way to say it, right?
Okay.
Not mahalo.
Try it though.
Mahalo.
Try it.
No, that's good. I am white, and snow is white. And okay, I'm white, and snow is white, and I have a group of white friends. We call ourselves the Blizzard Boys.
Okay.
Yes. Just last.
Shut up.
No, we call ourselves the Blizzard Boys. Just last week, we got into a fight with the Malasada Mahus. Hawaii's very own M&Ms. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at my stuff again.
Do they know what a mahu is?
You guys know what a Mahu? Do you know what a Mahu
you
is?
gotta
That's like that's
explain.
a joke for the locals. Yeah.
Mahu?
Yeah, but you gotta explain it now.
Yeah.
You're not gonna tell us.
Is there when they get in there you go, Mahahu?
Yeah?